Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. And Chair Lowenthal, you and I have, I think, great respect for each other, and good people can disagree. And on this particular bill, I certainly do. The so-called Environmental Justice for All Act, truthfully, is a legislative vehicle for more of the same from this majority. When Americans want to get back to work, it creates more red tape. When Americans are getting gouged at the pump, it doubles down on their pain by increasing the cost of production. For starters, it creates more opportunities for special interest groups to do what they do best. They file lawsuits and get their lawyers paid while keeping workers on the benches. Specifically, the bill requires federal agencies to develop more reports, more studies, and more comment periods. As if the National Environmental Policy Act, the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, the Endangered Species Act, and every other possible act created does not already exist. Renewable energy, broadband, affordable housing, and almost any new infrastructure will have to clear new studies that will be made into 90-day studies, which inevitably will turn into 6-month studies or more, because every environmental group in DC is licking its chops at more statutes to tie up in court, billing by the hour. I'd like to enter into the record the witness's testimony at the bill's hearing for Mayor Harry Brower of the North Slope Borough of Alaska, a Native American community who pleaded with this body that, and I quote, "I am concerned that well-intended legislation like this bill could empower outside special interest groups to use the federal courts to defeat the interests of communities and elected leaders," end quote. The at-risk communities we seek to help are missing out on important opportunities to modernize their infrastructure, create jobs, and attract investment, because bills like this open everything up for delay and lawsuits. Meanwhile, Joe Biden is spiking the football on gas prices that are over $4 a gallon. He's trying to change the definition of a recession for political cover. The policies pursued by this majority, in lockstep with this administration, have failed. Not conveying a single onshore oil and gas lease means we have higher gas prices. Spending trillions and trillions on duplicative programs means we have inflation smothering American families. Enough is enough. Let's stop doubling down on failures and defeat this bill. And I yield back.
Gentlemen.